a little practical note with regard to KONOS H.O.W. One of the things Missy's talking about mentoring is Missy's by nature. We've all got our strengths and our weaknesses, and one of Missy's very, very high strengths is she's exceptionally organized and exceptionally orderly and precise and all the rest. The flip side of that is it can actually work against her and tendencies of being a perfectionist and all those things that actually won't necessarily be very good for her. And so we had to keep this balance in place. Leaving to her own devices, she become an extreme student, right? And she would be telling us she's not doing this and she is doing that because this is how it is. Because that's her natural strength, which God can use, that strength. However, she also needs to, on the other side, be balanced, as to see that actually she's not an authority here at the moment. She's 60 years old, young lady, and you're not the one that is saying how it's going to be in this household. Your parents are the ones that are expressing that to you and using that authority. And so we had to really mentor her towards the other side to help her to see. And then we had the complete flip side of our son James, who was very, very, very casual, laid back. Who needs KONOS H.O.W? So here was Missy with her KONOS H.O.W manual, everything organized. I said, right, come on, we're going, we need to go next door. There's an elderly gentleman who needs our support and help. Oh, she can't do that. She's got her day plan. It's all worked out, her schedule sorted. Right? And so now we have to say, down to the hour. and she has to be able to take it off. So now you see the tendency here. That's good. God can use this organizational character very well. However, she also needs flexibility. So I had to say to her, you're going to close that manual and you are going to be coming with us because you need to learn and all the rest of it. And so she didn't have an option because she had to learn how to respond to authority for her good so that God can use her more effectively. Right?
And so if we can't respect our parents' authority, we won't be able to respect God's authority in our lives. And yeah.
So I had to eventually, sorry to admit it publicly, but I had to confiscate her KONOS H.O.W. I had to lock it away. And however, on the other side, our son came along and I had to sort of try and force feed KONOS H.O.W to him because he would prefer to not have even out the cover at all. He liked it locked away. Okay, so here we had, and I think before us, two young adults that both needed mentoring in very specific areas to help both of them. So I had to help Jamie to make the schedule and to stick with the schedule, and I had to see to it that I didn't mess with that schedule because it was going well now. He was sticking to schedule. Good, we've seen some growth here. So it was up to me not to mess with that. And so this is what KONOS H.O.W did for us as parents, is it gave us a parenting mentoring tool, because there's a parenting book that goes with that, and it gives life skills in it, scheduling, planning, organizing, timekeeping, not so that you can say, oh, I've got a history credit, and oh, I'm scheduling. Missy wanted to schedule all her time so she could get her credit at the end. You said the credit is not about the subject. The credit is to find credibility in your character, so God can use you. So you need to learn. So we use KONOS H.O.W as a parenting, training, adult skill, life, training, mentoring, manual. That was a mouthful. That's how we used KONOS H.O.W. And the history side of it that came along was just a bonus. Everything in Oikos that, as far as what you get academically, is just a bonus. It's just the side effect. It's just a natural fruit that happens. Very high level of education just happens because the focus is on something of great importance. So the rest is just like an outworking of that. It just happens on its own. It doesn't even become the issue at all.